Hey, what's up, everybody? Jeff here with Money Lines Trading, February 6th, 2024. All right, I'm just looking at the charts for the day. First time overview here, so we're going to do it together. I did take the short in the morning. We had a nice pop, instant pop up into the money line. Take it shorts. Contracts paid awesome. 2 minutes in. Could have rode one more down to there, and I think I got stopped out of here. But again, we take profits, and that was sweet opening movement there down. Then we, of course, we came underneath. We touched and got a little double top, and then kind of messed around, and then it came above, and then we had a little double top here back on the money line. And so, yeah, you could have took that short if you catch this secondhand one. So it's, you had three pushes down there. So obviously it was done. And then some messing around the rest of the day. And a couple bounces. So let's take a look because this all correlated with the Qs, right? So let's see what was happening at the same time as what I tell you always to be doing with SPY and QQQ. Let's go to two charts. All right. And I talked about this trend line here. It basically popped right up into the trend line, pre-market highs, some market maker candles, etc. So boom, that was a short. Q's never picked up. You can see how weak it was and never ever rode up like SPY did there. So then we came down, little guy money line bounce right there. How did that correlate? Nothing there for SPY. See how that came in and there was nothing there. So Q's had it, SPY didn't. It's kind of a hard trade, right? So let's say you take that trade, right? And then it broke down, it came underneath and it gets sucked back up like that. You need to be exiting, right? That's your cue. It's like, okay, this is not going to be a trade that's going to work. Because why? Because it wants more, right? So then we got down here, we had another money line for Qs and we could see it's trying to hold maybe an inverse head and shoulders. Again, 1 minute charts, we don't like hold it strongly like it's gospel, but ultimately SPY was trying to kind of hold and Qs was not. So what did Qs want? If it can't hold this, it wants the money line, the solid green money line, right? So hence we went down to the solid green money line. We got a nice ride up. Should be taking some profits once you get into this area, right? You can save some for the next area, but if you took contracts, you need to be taking some out on these pushes up into the next money line for sure, and some at the start if you take enough. Let's look over here. How did this correlate? Yeah, this was our 1 o'clock dump. So everybody was in for that 1 o'clock dump. It's going, what the hell is going on? What the hell's going on? Listen, at 1 o'clock, the big boys come back and they're going to put orders in. So here we were, right? Low of the day, low of the day. It wants to come back and test it again, right? And it just so happens to be the solid green money line. So you got nice speed, you got nice velocity, you got nice movement right down into it. See, if I do this, then you start to go, oh, okay, I see it, right? Boom, speed and velocity right into it. Again, take some profits on the way back through the money line. Don't be a greedy ass. And you can ride some for the rest of the ride, right? So SPY had a nice movement, but you got to watch SPY and QQ at the same time. You just have to. Apple sometimes wants to do its own thing. But many of these things in the market depend on SPY and Q at the same time. So if you see one that's weaker or not weaker. Okay, a little bit of Apple action. Came up, could have taken a little short there. It wasn't going to pan out, came above. Now it's finding some strength, messing around. So the market was weird today because there's some Fed speakers, excuse me. So that's why, right? Then you got a little short here. You could have took it, but really, what was it doing? It was picking up some big boy money, right? Maybe at the same time accused, I can't tell. Got that big boy money, and I talked about this in the trading floor. Big boy money came above. What's it want to do? It wants to come back down. It's going to confirm now, right? Okay. Right. It confirmed earlier, but now it wants to confirm again. I took this trade and I was selling out into here, the morning highs, right? Now, it could have kept going here. You could save some, but I explained it all on the trading floor. So if you're confused on what the hell happened there, go take a look. right? Ultimately, it never even came back. So if you took any contracts, you took any equity here, you never had any risk to your capital, right? Money lines, baby. Money lines. Okay, let's keep it moving here. AMD. AMD is kind of a pain, but if we look for those solid green money lines, and these are not always just these are gospel and I got to take these, right? Solid green ones, a little bit of a different story, right? Read the strategy. So I did take this. First touch came in, boom, super sweet premium. That paid well. I had two contracts left. It funked out, right? No big deal. I didn't trip. It did come back. I think I exited right here on a stop out because I didn't know if it was going to fail, kind of like I told you earlier, right? Okay, and AMD kind of messes around again. It still came back, touching the money line. Can't get over it. That's where it's currently at. Softy. All right, Microsoft. Quick little rise up. Almost got to that money line. Followed weakness with the Qs. Boom. Could have got a little bounce here. Again, that's why you take profits if you did take that trade. Again, I put these extra lines in here because it's a zone more than it is an actual solid line, just because there's just too much going on, too much price action, volume, volatility, movement, calculations, etc. So I'm looking for these solid green money lines, and I like them because now we had a boom, perfect hit, boom, and then if you took that trade, you could have been taking some profits off of there all the way up into here, right? And maybe, just maybe, it goes higher, but you can't get any of that love if you don't enter the trade. All right, so then all day kind of messes around and messes around. Double bottoms again on that low. Looks like it's going to do it, and then you get that 1 o'clock dump. So it just didn't have the strength. Came back up, and again, starts to try to confirm and it's messing around, but it looks like it got a little something. After hours, who knows? Snap is doing things to the market, so we'll see how that goes. Let's look at our baby daddy Tesla here. All right, we got probably a big order in the morning. I'm going to guess maybe an institutional buy, push us right back up into this, or on the bigger scale, as I've identified, it just might be, if I can get to it, geez. It just might be trying to confirm weakness off of our trend line that it's already broke. So if you're still short, you're not really any risk. We'll see what happens. But hopefully, if you were in for this nice dump, you took some profits. And if you were in for some of this, well, I guess you didn't really have a chance. It was pretty much opened higher and then ripped. So we'll see. This ain't over. You got a long position, not over. You got a way down price target, but things go up on their way down. Things go up on their way down. Okay, so comes up. Now we got this bounce back and forth, back and forth. I was trying to take this short, and at the same time, I was cognizant that it looked like we had a little bit of a cup and handle going on. So I was like, is this going to rip? Is this just going to mess around? What's going on with this? So I got caught up in a little bit of that. Wish I wouldn't have, but I did, right? And then if you do a cup and handle and you say, oh, where's this going to go? Let's just take it here to here, right? You get that breakout. Oh, guess where it's going to go? Right about to that money line. And then ultimately, look, the cup and handle plays out. It runs up to the money line. Not too shabby. Okay. NVIDIA, I'm not really messing with NVIDIA just because of where it's at. If it would have came into this solid green, I probably would have took it. But I just don't like, destroying an account or taking crazy as F trades. So not too terrible. Again, would have ripped into there. I probably would have looked at it, probably would have taken a few contracts or so. Even if you take out of the money contracts, people that can still pay. And I know some of them are expensive, but yep, I don't even know. Maybe a 700 contract and see what that costs out of the money. As long as it's going the right direction, you can get paid on it. So it becomes more cost feasible. Maybe take a look at it. The Dow's been very strong for a while, actually. Rips up, comes down, doesn't really confirm, kind of messing around all day. Again, Fed speakers, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes the price action on this is just a little bit different. Amazon, I'm not gonna look at. Did trade it the other day though. Made a nice gain on the short. Gold, nothing special. And we'll take a look at Pepperstone, see how that's doing too. Yeah, so if you're trading the futures on gold, I put that one in here too. Yeah, a couple little bounces. Just getting tight. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it for Money Lines, people. Stay safe. Keep your accounts safe. Catch you tomorrow.